호주에서 온 친구들과 함께 산속으로 여행을 떠났습니다. 신비로운 돌담과 초각이 있는 절, 그리고 한국의 대표 낭만 도시 남원, 지리산에 자연이 담긴 음식도 먹고 호주 친구들과 같이 떠나요.
Compared to Japan, where it seems to just all be one colour.
You can probably see from here Gandalf with his stick.
Yeah, it's a really special place. I've never experienced a temple like this before.
I agree, it tastes really healthy.
With the tongues, that's for sure.
Something different about barbecued meat.
Yes, real satisfying. And like obviously
After spending 2 weeks in Japan, our friends are looking forward to exploring Korea.
that's you.
Good morning from Jirisan. So we've just woken up and gotten ready and are enjoying this spectacular view behind me. I think it's not common to be able to come somewhere and really enjoy the quiet countryside. And so we're really enjoying being here. So we're excited to go and set off on a new and fun day. We're going to go and check out a temple that our host recommended and also a place for bibimbap that we had to call ahead and order. So I'm imagining it's going to be a small place, maybe someone's house that we're going to. And then we're going to head to Namon and enjoy the city of romance. Let's go. We're heading to Seoamjeongsa, a cliffside monastery in Jirisan, carved into caves out of stone over the course of 10 years by the monk Won in the 1990s. This part of Jirisan has a history of misery during the Korean War. When the monk travelled to this site, he heard the horrific cries of dead spirits. He built Seoamjeongsa as a place to pray for victims of the Korean War. Korean temples are always guarded by the 4 heavenly kings at the entrance gate. It's said that evil spirits cannot pass the 4 heavenly kings. But what's interesting about this temple is that the guardians are carved into a stone cliff. As you walk along the path, more carved rocks and towering stone pagodas line the way, creating a mysterious and almost otherworldly atmosphere.
That judge whether or not you're a good spirit or an evil spirit and whether or not you're able to enter the temple. But here, really uniquely, they have these stone guardians. And so it's really special.
We saw a building under construction. Even though it's new, it's great to see the builders faithfully following the traditional wooden structure of a hanok. The way the columns fit perfectly together on the beams is truly impressive.
I love the colours. Now, this is another one. I want to know the story behind the colours. Why are there so many oranges used in this temple? Usually Korean temples have more greens and blues and like a dark red colour. But this is orange, kind of looks gold. It's really beautiful and contrasts really well with the greenness of the mountain and the blue sky today. What's that? It's a shame. I'd love to go down there, but it's all blocked off. I think they're doing some work on it to try and renovate it a little, but it's beautiful. Oh, I can see a chipmunk. There. Such a shame we can't take a picture to show you, but maybe we can find some pictures on the internet. No pictures, no videos in here. But it's a temple in a cave, which has been completely intricately carved out of stone with all of these Buddhist vistas of all of the different Buddhas, all of the different god guardians. It's just really beautiful in there, and a monk doing his chanting, his meditation. Yeah, it's a really special place. I've never experienced a temple like this before, and I'm really glad I got to experience it. Something I think you have to do if you come to Jirisan. Something that just strikes me is the skill needed to chisel into direct stone to make these beautiful creations. So they would have had to chisel straight into the stone. If you make any mistake, that's it. The stone's gone forever. It's crazy, isn't it?
So I guess you've just spent like some time in Japan and went to a lot of Japanese temples. How do you think this one is like similar or different?
I actually think it's quite different. I think the artwork here is a lot more detailed, and it looks like they've put a lot more effort into just the little paintings and stuff on the temple compared to Japan, where it seems to just all be one colour. So it's really beautiful.
I think it's interesting. I've never thought about it like that, but it's true. Like Japanese architectural style too is quite simple and minimalistic, which is why it's so beautiful. But here, sort of a different kind of culture has evolved, especially at temples, where being more intricate is considered more beautiful. And it's really interesting to see the contrast between the two, I think. So, what do you think seeing all these stones, carvings and statues?
Well, it reminds me a lot of Lord of the Rings, especially up there. You can probably see from here Gandalf with his stick.
It kind of does look like a Korean Gandalf.
Yeah, it does.
It's cool.
I love it.
안녕하세요. 네. 네. 감사합니다.
We've worked up an appetite, so it's time for a healthy lunch. On the menu today is traditional mountain vegetable rice called sanchae bibimbap. It has red chili paste, green vegetables, yellow egg, white rice and black mushrooms.
Feel healthy. Feel like I'm in the mountains, eating mountain food.
I agree, it tastes really healthy.
In the past, Koreans believed that these 5 colours represented the harmony of the universe. The ingredients, grown in Jirisan's clean air and pure water, make this meal even more special, so we savour the natural flavours. Now, after walking through the Pine Forest Trail and digesting our lunch, we're heading to our next destination. We also enjoyed a pantomime performance of the Korean folktale called Chunhyang's Tale.
See down the bottom? Can you see that?
Our friends couldn't help but feed the colourful carp and mandarin ducks. We also got to try out some traditional Korean games. We had a great time in Namwon, but now we're off to enjoy some delicious Jirisan black pork.
With the tongs, that's for sure.
You still get them on there, it's fine.
I'm not a tonger.
I'm working hard, cooking the meat for my friends.
That's really good. There's something different about barbecued meat.
I think it's the carcinogens.
And to wrap it up, we just had to have some delicious doenjang stew. Thankfully, it seems like my friends enjoyed it too. Back at our accommodation, we had some dessert by the fire. I think my Aussie friends are having a good time in Korea.